Yeah. Yeah, live. See me well? Our guest is right on time. Yay! Please send me a request so we can get right into the show. Welcome everybody to the My Business Show. Yeah. Welcome Eniola Tish. Okay. Trying to view. Let's see. I'm having issues accepting. Don't know what's happening. Okay. So we're waiting for you. Welcome everybody to My Business Show. We have a phenomenal person here in the show. Are you ready? We are not seeing you.
Can you see me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Let me just try and adjust.
Okay. Wait for you. Are you okay now?
Yes, I think I am.
You sure? You have to take a comfortable seat too.
Okay. am I going to be on hot seat or something?
No, but you have to be comfortable while you're telling your story.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I am. So just wait. Let me just get a very good spot for. Let me get a good spot. Okay. I'm trying to get a good spot for my phone. So.
Welcome.
I want to be sure you can see me clearly, so that's just what I need.
I can see you clearly. I can see you clearly. Can every other person see you clearly? I don't know. I can't answer for them.
Okay.
I'm on the road today, people. I'm sorry. You can see I'm in my car. But when work calls, we have to do it anyhow, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody can see you clearly. Good. Welcome, Yamade. I'm so glad that I have the honor to be interviewing you today. We've been wanting to get you on the show. We want to know all about Yomade Ayoda of the Ayoda Bespoke brand. I like that Ayoda, like it's very deep and everything. Can you introduce yourself to us? Tell us about yourself, and then we'll go on from there.
Okay, like you rightly said, my name is Yomade Ayoda, and the name of my brand is Ayoda Bespoke brand. So I'm a very passionate person, you know. So I'm passionate about everything. I'm a very vivacious person, full of spirit, full of life, and just like the name, Ayoda is specially created. So what we do basically is transforming homes, events, and so it's like a one-stop shop for everything beautification. We transform with panache. So the idea is that you want to look good for an event, we are there to do it for you. You want your event to look great, we are there for you. You also want your house to look amazing. Of course, we are there. So it's just what we do. And the fantastic thing about my brand is, imagine your house looking so great with just not so much amount of money. As in, it's just the zeal and, you know, the love to always want to make beautiful. I think that's what I stand for. That's who I am. Even naturally, I meet you and I don't want to leave you the same way I met you. So
nice. Wow. So that's why I like that word panache. We transform with panache. And I like that you went you want your band, it sounds authentic, like it's the Ayoda bespoke brand. There is no set to it. It's just fit, it's Ayoda's way. And then you just launched your what's it called? Your fashion label, and that's Yomade by Ayoda. What inspired you to do that?
Okay, so the inspiration for this is actually very touching. After I got married, I think I got pregnant almost immediately. Though I didn't know, but I know that some people started making some funny comments in the office. You look like this, you look like this. And I've always been praying that I was going to get pregnant on my wedding day. So at the end of the day, we're driving, we're staying in Surulere when we just got married. So we're driving around the farmers. I just told my husband, can you stop? Let me get a test kit and all. And I saw I was pregnant. And I think my life changed totally. So, well, you know me. You are my oldest friend. We're friends for 30 years. So, I'm somebody that likes
that.
So, I like to look good, I like to look great. I like to, be, that's who I am and everything. And I just could not do anything. Everything just is like my world stopped. It's like everything stopped for me. And even after I gave birth, it was worse. I was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, and at times I know that this thing, I don't look good in it, but I just don't have the will to change it and all. And at the end of the day, something, I started with the help of my friends, with the help of my family. And people will say, "Your mother, don't do this. You can look better. You can dress better. You can." And I felt, yes, this is not who I am. I feel lost, and I knew that it's not something I could change gradually. It's not something I could change immediately. That's gradual. So I started becoming intentional about things I wanted to wear, things I didn't want to wear. I started separating things I didn't want to wear from things I wanted to wear. I started doing everything that way. Then I said, okay, I like my clothes like this, but this is the way it came. I will tweak it a bit, give it to a fashion person to change it for me. And later I said, okay, let me buy, since, okay, my stomach is not all that flat, but I still want to look fab. Let me buy the fabric and make something really nice, right? So when I started doing that, okay, I can do this for a very affordable price. Why should I keep this secret to myself? Why don't I just try and look this good and also let other women that might have gone through the same thing that I've gone through, that feel, okay, my stomach is too big, my hands are too fat, that we should make clothes especially for you, that your hands won't look fat in it, your belly won't look big in it. And you can see from the pictures I took for the launching that the clothes looks great. I don't have a completely flat stomach, but I still wore some very nice clothes that were so amazing. And these are the clothes we have for everyone that wants to come to that brand.
So you were inspired by your journey through motherhood and everything.
True.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'm actually short of words right now because I understand where you're coming from, wanting to look fab and you don't have, you feel like you don't have the body to look as fab as you want. So, and then you just imagine that, yes, you could sew or make things to fit your own body, not like wanting to fit into the dress. The dress should fit you, not you fit like exactly. Yes. I understand. Yeah, that's good. I know you have a 9 to 5. I know you have a family, and now you started this business. How do you combine everything without running mad?
Okay, so for me, sanity is very important, right? And the way I do everything is that just get it done and tick it. Just get it done, tick it, and move on. So I don't just run a 9 to 5. Okay, because we are now on lockdown, we are working from home. Before now, I will still wake up early and I will still ensure I sleep and rest well a bit. I will still make my son's food. I will still pack everything for him to go to school. Even at times, bathing, they make me go back to sleep before I leave the house at 5:30, 5:15. I'm going to do my work, and at times the work I do is operations. So at times I'm working like from immediately I get to the office by 6, you are seeing my emails early till 5, and at times I spill over to 8 and 9. But what I just make sure I do is that I have a great support system, my husband, my parents, my siblings.
Yeah, thankful for great husbands that support their wives. Yeah.
And also my friend, just like you. So when I have that in place, I also have people that work for me. My business is not a nascent one. It's been for over 10 years. So I started my interior company way back as, I started my jewelry business for looking good way back as 2005. My interior business way back as 2007. So these businesses are known. I have my workers, I have my team. So, and I train them and ensure that they get it done and get it done well. So it's not, so I cannot, I don't mix words. So just the way you can see the way I'm all over, that's the way, oh, you do this, you do this, you do that. So they know what I want and how I get it done. So my weekends is basically for my business. I put all I can into it. I just give it like 5 hours, give the many hours to my family. But during those 5 hours, I'm executing, I'm branding, I'm designing, and I'm doing everything. And you know that for designs, for instance, fashion, it just comes to your mind and you just sketch. It comes to your mind, you just sketch. And for interior, the client to say, oh, I want it to be, plain, just a little bit of splash of color. And I said, okay, this is what you want. And I'm sending out designs. We do this. We are going to merge this and that. And we agree. The digital world, I don't even have to be present. When we agree, I check where I'm going to work on. I inspect the site that everything is fine. If I see that you didn't pay me for a particular thing, and I know that it needs to be done, for instance, a wall, you say, okay, you say I should do a wallpaper for you. I know you've painted your wall, for instance, but it's kind of shrewd and it's not looking really nice. And I can just tell you that, okay, why don't you, instead of you leaving this wall clean, why don't we get some splash on it to take the attention away from the fact that the wall is not looking nice? Because, people don't get the perfect house that they want. So I ensure I still do that. So at the end of the day, really, it's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie, but I also have a lot of energy. I have a lot of strength. I don't know where I get it from. When I just started my career, I can remember one of my boss just said to me one day, she looked at me. I worked nights that day and I still had to do some reports. I had some guys working with me, but I think they were engrossed in football that day. Whichever way, I did the report, I did everything. I didn't complain. And I was still there till like 12 noon. And past one, she said, Yomade, you must be high on something. I don't know what it is, but what you are high on, I don't know, maybe it's cheap or expensive, but you cannot be normal. And your eyes are still, and that's the way I roll. I want to do something. My husband will just look like, where is this strength from? I just keep going. You can't stop me. I just, as far as something I enjoy, I love, even if I'm doing it for free, I do it with all my heart. I rather not do a thing than not do it well.
Good. Yes, because it's not worth it. Whatever you're not going to do well, don't even bother doing. Man. You said something that struck me. No, I know, but I want the people listening, the viewers to know. You started this business way back 2005. That's 15 years ago. That means you would have garnered a lot of experiences in this business. Can you tell us your best and worst experiences? Maybe you start with the worst, then we finish with the best.
My worst experience. Well, the experience is something I always like to forget.
It's good to share. Would you mind sharing with us?
So I had a very difficult client. That I might not be able to say the entire story because of how emotional it got me, how it changed my life and a lot. But I had a very difficult client, and I just ensured that Okay, I think what happened is the client was not happy with a particular thing because I'm saying it now because I'm trying to say I can, string the stories. I think she asked for a 6 set of, she asked for a 7 set of chairs, but what I agreed was I could only do 6 for that particular price. And she kept on saying, "Oh no," and that I did this for this particular person. And I said, "No, that person is a different. That you don't even know what transpired between both of us. I can only do a 6 setter for this." So it became very. So the person agreed, but at the end of the day, I think she wasn't really happy with the 6 set. Just felt that because this person told you that you did 7 for this price, you should also do 6 for that price. And trust me, it was a lot of drama and everything. But do you know what I learned from that, and want other people to learn? That it's always good there should be an agreement. It might be you are doing the regular buying and selling, it's fine. But when you are doing big jobs, you have to have an agreement whereby you sign, you go back to the person, this is what you requested for, it's a 6-seater, this is the cost, if it's 250,000, it's 250,000, you paid me 100, you are going to pay in 3 installments, let everything be written out, the person should sign back, agree. When you have all those kind of things in place, nobody, but this happened a very long time ago, I'm talking about 8 years ago. So I think when you don't document and all these things, people are different. Some people will say, okay, they remember they did so, but some people will just argue and do all sorts of things. And you don't want to be in that messy situation because not everybody is a pig. A pig would rather fight in the mud. But if you are not, it will be very difficult for you to have a balance. And you also want to please this client, but you cannot please a client, for you to displease yourself. So what I do, I really do not charge so much for what I offer. So if you are comparing my prices to every other price, as in Nigeria, for instance, it's way, way cheaper for the quality of the density of the foam you are going to get, the quality of the fabric, and you can go on and on. So and I cannot. So at times I used to say, okay, I will compromise, but I began to change my mind because you want to do something nice for a client, but they don't understand this fact. So I just try to calm down and say, okay, there will be an agreement and I will only do what I can do. And what I cannot do, I walk away from it.
True. I agree. So tell us about the good one, the best experience that you had.
So the best experience I had, it's mixed though. There was actually bad experience in it, but I'm just going to take out the good part. So I wanted to get a particular job. It was a challenging experience, so it was very interesting, challenging. So I wanted to do a particular, maybe I should not say all the information, for a government parastatal, and we agreed price and all. And I think at the end of the day, they didn't want, maybe the other people bidding and everything. But Yomade is a child of God. Like, I brag with God. So I spent 6 weeks in this particular state, and I was hoping I was going to get the job. I didn't get the job, and on my last day, I just went on my knees. I laid down and I began to roll and I began to pray and I began to speak in tongues. I began to command that this job is for me. The funny thing is that I had somebody more powerful. The house I just saw that powerful person came in and said, they are bidding for that job. And I was like, this is the job I came for. And I was like, hey, this person that is high up there. I was young and I just finished university. And I was like, God, you are great, and there is none like you. And I began to speak his words to him. I began to tell him who he was and what he can do. And I came to Lagos. I still did not get the job. But one evening, around 4 o'clock, they gave me a phone call that the governor wants to inspect that particular place on Saturday. That can I deliver? I said, yes. My bank called me that amount of money entered my account. They frozen my account because it's a student's account. I shouldn't have that amount of money. I was like, okay, that should come for regularities. I went there. It was challenging because I did that job for 24 hours. I only came back home to sleep. I was there. We had to start traveling by road to that place late in the night. Wow. I got to that state between 12 to 1 a.m., 12 midnight to 1 a.m. And I got there. I was working with my guys. this like 7-story building. I was walking, carrying curtains. This one is for here, that one is for there, this chair is for here. And they were like, madam, we'll do it. I said, don't worry, we're in this together. I roll my sleeves, we get dirty, we'll do it. So that's it. So that was a fantastic experience. I made a lot of money. I also had fun. I stretched myself, and I felt good. I stretched myself and I delivered. So that was like one of the best experiences I've had.
Do you know what I learned? Do you know what I learned there? Do you know what I learned there? Stretch.
Yes.
When you stretch yourself, you go beyond limits that you never imagined you could go, and that was what you did. So you delivered in like 48 hours. Wow! I
was like, who is this governor? This governor has not met this Yomade. What do you mean? I'll give it to you. You want Saturday? We got it there on Thursday. Trust me.
No, oh my God! Can you imagine? Simple. I like that. I like that confidence. Like, when you want on Saturday, go to Thursday. Like, man, we're here already. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm awed. Yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm really enjoying this conversation, though. Okay. Now, who are the people? Do you believe in mentors? Do you believe in having mentors?
I believe greatly in mentors. You must have a mentor.
What are your mentors are? What part are they taking in helping you to balance work, your that's your 9 to 5, your business, and your home? I mean, what have they done to help you in balancing that?
So, see, I love me. Yes, of course, I'll tell you my mentors. See, I love mentors. How can you be and not have a mentor? That means you are not living. Everyone should have a mentor. But do you know what you should also get? A mentor that believes in you. Don't have a mentor because you want to have a mentor. Have a mentor because that person matters and you can talk to the person. One of the person that motivates me the most is Binta Max Binije. She's my mentor. She was once a CE for one of our Stanbic subsidiaries. Do you know why I love her? She is too real. Like, you can't say anything to her. So family, she will break it down. She will turn it up, down. She will make you understand why it should be done that way. And she will do it in a seamless way. Oh my God. Binta, I love you. As in, I do. You don't understand. No. Binta is so high up there, and I'm here. And the way she has my time, she will call me, she will WhatsApp me, she will check. She is such a fantastic. You don't understand. She's a GM. I'm
falling in love with Binta already.
No.
Even
Binta, when I say, okay, my sister should talk to Binta, she will even carry her. She even went to my younger sister when she gave birth. You don't understand. She is too much. She doesn't really live in Lagos. She used to shuttle between Lagos and Abuja, and she could do that. And it meant a lot to me, right? So Binta is that mentor, like, that you can go on. So we have another one. Is one of the C's too in Stanbic. His name is Akim Oyewale, and the funny thing is that when we have our sessions, the way he talks about my interior, like, he really believes like I can go places. And when he hits that, like, and he tries to tell me, read this book, do that, this interior can just be the main thing for you. And he tries to explain, it takes a lot for people to really, really believe in you and what you do. And another person is Funke. She's our mentor in LBB. And yes, you know that our spirit actually, we vibe with our spirit and everything, and she's fantastic. And it's just the same thing for her. And she will say, "Your mother, me, I'm not your mentor. You are my friend. You, which mentor?" So, but But every time I have to sit down with her in her car, every time I have to chat with her, because she's full of life too, and she doesn't believe in anything called impossible. She believes in possibility. So that's you have to surround yourself with beautiful people. And there's another person. Oh my God, his name is Wale. Hey, Wale is the name. Yes, his name is. What Wale do you think? Is it Wale? Is that Wale?
I've not heard that, so I wanted to know which Wale.
Yeah, this Wale.
All the other people mentioned their surname. I know it's just Wale.
He's the MD of Stanbic, I know. So why I like Wale is that whenever you tell him about a problem, you think you have a problem. When you now tell him, the way he will not explain that problem to you, the way he will not solve the problem, you will not be wondering, why did I even think this was a problem in the first place? So, and one of the things that are very common with all my mentors, they are very spiritual people. I have one that is a Muslim. I was once a Muslim. I don't find anything wrong in Muslims. They are very spiritual people. They are very simple and humble people, because you need to learn humility and everything. And they are very brilliant people. So I really do not have a mentor when it comes to my interior. From afar, right? But there's another person, so I've also learned a lot from her. My finishing school that made me who I am today. She actually was the one that was running it. I think they are still around. AGDC. Okay. After graduate, training center, and I got a scholarship through Samsung to attend that. When I wanted to attend that training, the way we wrote, we were over 1,600 something that applied, and they took only like maybe 30 something of us, and I was part of them. We went through. It was a crazy interview. When we even finished the test, everybody that had written Chevron movie test said, this one is other than Chevron and movie test. I said, then that means I will fail. They cannot call me. But at the end of the day, I was surprised that what I learned there changed my life. And that's what made me understand the kind of person I am. For instance, a branding company came to talk to us. A water company came to talk to us. I branded that water. I can remember and I will never forget. And you know that the next year, that water changed their brand to what I explained. So I didn't design. No, I didn't design. I didn't sketch it. No, I didn't design. I didn't sketch it. But when I saw the water, I just said, I can hardly see the name of this water. I can't remember what I said about water. I was very young then. And I tried to describe what a bottled water should look like. And the next year I was shocked. It looked exactly like what I described. And everybody that came to tutor us in that training, helped me to channel my life to what I am today. So basically, I would never forget Dayton Wogwo, and Awushika is actually the owner, and so it's just always fantastic being amongst this. So these are the mentors I've had in my life that have taken out time to to train me. And the most important mentor in my life is my dad. And my dad the same.
Yeah, I wanted to ask now, what about your family? Do you have a mentor in your family?
No, yes, my greatest mentor is my dad. I can say my dad and my mom, right? But my dad, wow, my dad is the most fantastic man alive. My dad mentored me since when I was a child. He was always there. My dad was not a listening partner.
Thank God for great dad.
Yes, my dad said you must be. My dad, when I was like 5 or 6, that was when he taught me be in competition with yourself, outshine. And it continued like outshine your last performance.
Good.
Be in competition with yourself. Mentor.
Oh my God. Okay. Our husband is here now. You say, what about your husband? Why is your husband not your mentor?
Even my boss is here. My direct boss is here. My direct boss is my mentor. I pray that issue.
God bless you guys.
My husband is my mentor, of course. This year is my mentor for this year. And it was just very easy because we were in the same house, and he could put me through so many things I didn't know in my career path. So he mentored me all through that part.
Your dad professor, and even your daddy is here. Your mentor is here. Your daddy is here too.
So my dad is here. This is fantastic.
About your dad. Let's talk about your dad.
Yes, I wanted to talk about my dad. So since when I was young, my dad has always said, be in competition with yourself. Outshine your last performance. So my dad was with me throughout. When I went into the university and I took my course, diplomacy and history, my dad applied to study the same course for masters.
Wow.
He applied. So, I graduated the best student in my class, and it was all because of my dad. We will read to, I will even be, I like to argue. I will argue with my dad and say, Dad, what are you saying? Daddy, this is wrong. This is the answer. You cannot tell me. This is the way you can analyze an international relation, and we keep on going like that. So my dad has mentored me throughout my life, my career, who I am, the woman I've come to be, spiritually, intellectually has always been my dad. And he's always still there. If I have a job, my dad can drive me before I got married, take me there, deliver, we do everything. My family is a very close one. I'm crazy about my entire family, my siblings, all of us. We are so close and we are so in love with each other. And my dad and my mom, they were a great source of inspiration. They did that for us. And even any other person we include in our family, they always ensure we did that, So it's a great house. And Dad, I love you. I want to tell you, through this medium, that you are the best dad ever. All the sacrifices you made, the schools I went to great schools. He was just a journalist, and he took me to the best school in Festac. He might not have done it, but he didn't care. So I was in class with students of senators. I can remember in Zeribe then. Those were the people that I was in class with. They would go for their holidays in London, but my parents could not afford it, so we would stay in there. We would stay in our clothes. We would stay in our clothes. But the fact that he could even sacrifice and say, Yomade, you should have this education. So I am anywhere. I am very confident. I can talk my way into any situation. I was doing a deal with my husband today when Ikoyi, and the way I took charge, I'm so used to it. The firstborn mentality, and all these things was just my dad. My dad is going to, then when he was an editor in Business Day, we are going to Dangote's house for Christmas or something. My dad is taking me. And there was the last one I went, I was talking to Dangote. My dad said, what did you say to him? I said, Dad, don't worry. Great minds are talking. My dad just said, this girl, what were you saying to him? And so I'm not shy to discuss with anybody. I'm so bold. I have such a strong personality, At times I try to tone it down for people that are scared that, oh my God, but that's just me, and I try to.
When you want to tone it down, I hope you are still your real self, you are your authentic you, because that is the only way you can locate your best person.
Yeah. No, they say wisdom is can you hear me complete?
Yeah. Wisdom is possible to direct or something like
exactly.
that.
So at times, depending on the situations, some people did not grow up the way I did or the way you did. And when they see somebody that is very assertive, they don't like it. So you are going to try and tone it down and not be too assertive, but let them come to understand and know who you are. So when they understand who you are, I'm just my assertive person. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. So basically, this is just my being. So at times, do not lose yourself, of course. Just try to tone it down for people to be able to understand, because not everybody will understand the kind of free spirit person I am.
Sure. Please, do we have any questions for Yomade? I've not said everybody has not been talking, they've not asked questions. Are there any questions? Do you have any questions for Yomade? And thank you, Daddy, for joining. That's Siaka Patrick Momo. I think that's what I saw. Siaka Momo Patrick. I'm not sure of the handle. Thank you so much, Daddy, for being a blessing, for being a mentor, and for pushing Yomade and for making her be this person that we love today. Thank you so much. So while we wait for people to ask their questions, I still have more questions. I hope I'll be able to keep to time. I'll be able to keep to time. So because I've seen that we are about to run out of time now. We have about 10 more minutes. Okay, so what's your vision for yourself and for your brand? Can you tell us?
Yes. So my vision for myself is one day to be a CEO of a bank.
Wow.
Or, yeah, CEO of a bank or a multinational. So I'm not just a bank, a multinational. So it might be a bank, it might be
a big, and it can happen. Yeah.
No, it's going to happen. I'm not bothered. It's going to happen straight up. I'm your mother Jesus now, so it's going to happen. For my brand, I want to see my brand in every home. I believe it can happen. I want to see a piece of what I do, I create in every home. And I know that it can happen all over the world, in every home, all over the world. That is my vision for myself.
Wow. I just saw that mommy is here now too. You supplicate to really support you. Thank you so much. Oluwemi Momo, thank you so much. Oh, somebody says your motivation is that you don't want to be poor.
That's my husband.
You don't want to be poor. And it's good. It's good. So what's your vision for your brand? We've known that you want to be the CEO of a multinational. So what is your vision for Bespoke by Ayoda?
I said that earlier, maybe you didn't hear me. I said I want it to be in every home.
In every home?
All over the world.
Wow. Nice. I'm seeing the definition of Paul, passing over opportunities repeatedly. So that is not your mother. Your mother doesn't pass over opportunities. When she sees opportunity,
I grab it.
You're always ready. That's it. You're always ready. You're always prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You're always, how do you do it? I don't know. There's sometimes I see the things you do, you know, you like the energy you put. Like, where do you get all this inspiration from?
So but basically I just think
that's what Amy is asking. Amy is asking, where do you get your strength from? Because I see how you know, even now as you're talking, you know, I'm seeing how
so I think my energy is from the family I'm from. Basically. Oh. Yeah, so I'm from a royal family, and not just any royal family. We are the only ones that have the royal blood. We are the only ones that have become king in the Ikare Akoko kingdom. So every woman, at least that's what I've learned from history of my place. Every woman that is a Momo is strong. So I have the Momo blood, and it's from generation to generation. You've always seen every woman that is Momo stand strong like this. So I think more importantly, I was born this way. But you know, just like I told you that my dad has helped to groom and motivate me since I was a child. So my dad is somebody that he doesn't act. At times people say, is that your dad you are talking to? Yes, he's my friend. So that's the kind of relationship I had. That's why I could be very open to my dad. I could tell him when guys are buying stuff for me. You know, I can tell him, you know all those things. I'm just so very close to my dad. I could tell him anything. So that's what made me who I am today. So maybe if my parents are now shutting me up, you know, telling me to keep quiet, maybe I won't have gotten to this stage, even if you were born with it. So I think they groomed that part in me. I said, okay, your mother is like this. Okay, let me tell you a story. When I was 2 years old, my mom said, so I grew up with my grandma in my hometown, and I came to, and they brought me because my dad was alone in Lagos. Then I and my mom joined my dad later. So my mom said when I was 2+, just some months after I came to Lagos, I heard my neighbor speaking in my native language that they are going to my hometown. Do you know I went and stayed on their car, that they will not go unless they take me? No, let me shock you. They took me. Wow. Because I made them waste hours from Lagos to my hometown. You can imagine. When my dad came back, my dad said he was livid. So when I want something, I get it. When I'm trying to talk to somebody about something, I go after it and I make sure I get it. I don't take no for an answer. No, you need to tell me why
it's not in our dictionary. No, it's not in our dictionary.
No. You know, just like what I told you that when I just go back from Ikoyi and the conversation I was having, and the person I was taking me there said that no, they can never go beyond it. I said, don't worry, I'm not here to see you. Let me see the person I came to talk to. And then I negotiated and I got a deal. I got some percentage. Don't tell me what cannot be. Please, let me deal it. So
no,
that's just the thing.
No one knowing. What is
no? What is no? What is no? And I always tell people, just ask. The worst you can hear is also a no. But even when you hear the no, you tell them the reason why they shouldn't tell you the no.
Just get your leg beyond that door and sell yourself properly. The highest probability is that you get a yes too. Thank you so much. Somebody says, how do you rest or unwind with all this energy and all these things that you are doing? How do you unwind?
So, you know, naturally, I don't look like somebody that is very reserved. But my friends can tell you that I don't like going out. So I rest. When I want to rest, I will rest. I will sleep. I will lock myself and sleep. I will bathe, relax, listen to music. But more importantly, what I do, I worship. So for you, it might not be rest. But for me, I just love to worship. I like to worship, cry, and let it all out and relax. It just relieves my nerves. You know, I'm just very passionate about Jesus. I'm sorry, I know this is not a Christian show, but man, Jesus is everything. My relationship with God over the years has been so great. And, you know, for everything I am today, it's been Him. So I can't just but talk about Him, right? So what I do to relax is just go, like, listen to Pastor Adeboye. I can listen to it for 100 hours. When I'm going to bed, I put it on. You know, this YouTube thing is really great. And you keep listening and listening to different messages. Yeah. So what I do is just, I worship. And at times, you know, like me and my husband would just say, at least once a month, but since this lockdown, we've not been able to do it. We just go to a very cozy restaurant. At times, we take our son. We say, don't take no.
Yeah, which is quite necessary.
And just
there's one question I saw, but I don't know if I should ask that question.
Okay, what's it?
Somebody was asking, that is there a single mama for her to come and get? Since you cannot see that question, I will not tell you who the person is. But maybe she will send you a DM asking you that. You don't need to answer it now, but I've just brought it to your notice.
Okay, no problem.
So the question asker should please go and ask in the DM. We cannot ask the question here.
This is a business show.
Your husband said that that is a good deal closer and he wanted to close the deal. Then you closed it brilliantly. And what is much man, I think that's the highest accolade, you know, because some people always feel like no, I'm good, I'm everything, but he says you closed it brilliantly. That is I am perfect.
No, my husband lets me shine. That's just a good thing, you know. He's a great man. He lets me shine. He knows my strength, and he just knows that. Okay. He's
not afraid for you to shine and show your light, which is perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Thank God for very supportive husband. I have one last question before we go. We have 3 more minutes. I thought I was going to round it off. Okay. We're in Nigeria, and to do business in Nigeria, to be honest, is quite stressful.
True.
So, what are the major challenges that you faced, you know, with your interior and with your fashion brand, your jewelry business? What are the greatest challenges you faced as an entrepreneur in Nigeria?
Okay. Well, I'll just say that Nigeria is like my greatest problem, the way Nigeria is. So, but, you know, for interior, you don't need to invest money. So it has to be with clients saying they want this. So I've been able to work well with that. For the jewelry business, but for most of my businesses, I'm not going to lie. With my job, one thing I've done is I've also made it very seasonal at times. Now I'm active online, but before now I just make it seasonal. So I do like flash sales or pop-up sales. So I do it maybe like 3 times a year or 4 times a year. Like Christmas, before this everything that happened, I was planning one after Christmas. So I just have clients. I know that they need bed sheets, they need jewelry, they need this, and I know what they like. So I just send it to them. And so I don't really have issues selling my stuff. You can see the way now. And what I do is I make my stuff very affordable. So I don't want to go for the queue and say, oh, let me just make all the gain on one thing. So I just make my stuff affordable. So I don't think I really have any issue. The thing is that if there was great funding, if Nigeria was a very good place, there's no light issue, there's no problem with accessing funds. I might want to have a plaza to just say, one-stop shop. But because that's not available, I'm just trying to use the online platform. Like you said, I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm finding it very, but I'm hoping for a serious breakthrough with the interior business because it's a big one. So, but basically, I think
some people are distracting me here.
And another thing I wanted to say, that for everything you do, if you are only a success when you have trained somebody or So, and that's one thing. Even recently, so I had somebody that I think her first jewelry I gave her through my sister, and I helped her with some things like sell, they bring back the money and all that. And I'm very happy. Even today, she has written books on jewelry. She has done master class on jewelry. And I look back and say, Yomade, you were part of this journey. So those things make you happy. And I have a lot of people that have trained and mentored on jewelry, interior, and all that. So I feel like I'm a success already, even without being too big and all that. I feel like I'm a success already.
Yeah, because you already have people that you train, and their success is your success. Because when they're saying their success story, you'll be part of it, which is quite good. There are some questions here that they want me to ask you, but I've still said the question asker should enter the ask those questions.
No problem.
I'm looking for single mama or single Ayoda. So oh my God. Oh wow. This session has been so interesting. You've really inspired me, despite the fact that I know your story. I'm still inspired, which is quite something, because I'm seeing the way you're talking, the passion with which you're saying your story, and it's like I was just reliving all those things, and I'm like, wow, I'm so proud to know you, to know somebody like you, and thank you so much for sharing your story here on the show. You've inspired a lot of people. You've told us, you walked us through your journey, and it's been awesome. Really, that's the word I can use. Awesome. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for wanting to come to the show and sharing your story. We appreciate
for having me.
We appreciate you. So now we have to go now. Let's go now. So let's say bye.
Thank you, everyone, for
joining me.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. So everybody, thank you so much for joining. I'm very sure that you've gotten 1 or 2 things from Yomade. Yomade was very awesome. Even I myself, I got so many things from her, despite the fact that I even know her story. So thank you so much. I hope I did not miss any question. I wasn't blocking Ami's question. I just said she should go and ask Yomade in the DM, because we will not want to, say that here. So we hope you join us next week when we bring another phenomenal woman, because that's what MBS is about. My business show is about the sharing the stories of women entrepreneurs and careerists we like to go through their journey to see how they balance their life, the work, life, home life, and everything in between. We always want to know that, and we want to celebrate them because they are iconic women. We in Ladies Breaking Boundaries, we love to celebrate women. We love to see women thrive wherever they are, and that is why we like to bring them to you every Sunday by 6 p.m. So we hope you join us again by next week when we bring another phenomenal person to you. So bye for now. See you. I like to kiss people. I like blowing kisses. All right, people. Good night and God bless.